No one noticed the boy standing near the broken bus stop that evening. People passed him every day, but that day he stood still, thin, quiet, holding a small torn bag in his hand. His shoes were dusty, his shirt faded from too many washes. He wasn't begging. He wasn't asking for help. He was just waiting. Waiting for something he didn't even know how to ask for. Daniel had learned very early in life that asking for help only brought disappointment. His mother used to say, "If you don't expect anything, you won't be hurt." She passed away when he was 14. After that, the world felt colder. Daniel lived alone in a small rented room behind an old grocery store. He worked wherever he could, cleaning shops, carrying boxes, washing dishes at night cafes. He earned just enough to eat once or twice a day. Some nights, he went to sleep hungry, telling himself it was okay. He told himself many lies just to survive. That evening, Daniel stood near the bus stop because his phone had died, and he didn't know how else to get home. He didn't have money for a bus ticket anyway. His legs ached after working 12 hours at a warehouse. The sky was turning orange, then gray. Cold wind brushed past his face. People rushed by with their own worries. Some talked loudly on phones, some laughed, some complained about traffic. No one looked at him. Until one man stopped. The man wasn't rich. He wore simple clothes, slightly worn shoes, and carried a small backpack. His hair was messy, and there were dark circles under his eyes, like someone who worked too much and slept too little. He looked at Daniel, then at the empty road. "Bus late?" the man asked casually. Daniel nodded. "I think so." The man smiled lightly. "Same story every day." They stood quietly for a few seconds. Then the man noticed Daniel shaking hands. "You okay?" he asked. Daniel hesitated. No one ever asked that. Not like this. "I'm fine," Daniel replied quickly, the way people say it when they are not. The man didn't push. He simply reached into his pocket, pulled out a small packet of biscuits, and held it out. "I was saving this," he said, "but I think you need it more." Daniel froze. He didn't want to take it, not because he wasn't hungry, but because kindness scared him. Kindness always came with expectations, questions, or judgment. "I'll be okay," Daniel said softly. The man smiled again. "Kindness doesn't need permission," he replied. "Take it." Daniel slowly accepted the biscuits. His fingers trembled as he opened the packet. He hadn't eaten since morning. "Thank you," Daniel whispered. The man checked the time on his phone. "Where do you live?" he asked. "About 5 kilometers from here," Daniel replied. "That's far," the man said. Then, without thinking much, he added, "I have a bike. I can drop you halfway." Daniel's eyes widened. "No, it's okay. I can walk." "I know you can," the man said gently, "but you don't have to today." That sentence hit Daniel harder than hunger ever had. They rode the bike through quiet streets under streetlights. No deep conversations, no personal questions, just silence that felt safe. When they reached a corner near Daniel's place, the man stopped. "This is fine," Daniel said. The man nodded. "Take care." As Daniel got off, the man pulled out some money, just a small amount, and placed it in Daniel's hand. "For food," he said quickly. "No pressure, no return." Daniel tried to refuse, but the man closed Daniel's fingers around it. "Someday," the man added, "you'll help someone else. That's enough." And with that, he rode away. Daniel stood there long after the bike disappeared. That night, for the first time in months, Daniel cried, not from pain, but from something he had forgotten how to feel. Hope. Years passed. Life didn't magically become easy. Daniel still struggled. He still worked hard. But something inside him had changed. Whenever life pushed him down, he remembered that evening. Kindness costs nothing, but changes everything. Daniel started noticing people more. A tired cashier, a homeless man near the subway, a child sitting alone in the park. Sometimes, all he could offer was a smile, sometimes a few words, sometimes food. He never expected anything back. One winter night, Daniel found himself in a hospital corridor, waiting outside an emergency room. He was older now, stronger, but fear sat heavy in his chest. His younger sister, whom he had reunited with years ago, was inside. She needed urgent treatment. The hospital demanded a deposit Daniel didn't have. He stood there, helpless. Just like before. A nurse approached. "You need to arrange the payment soon," she said. Daniel nodded, heart sinking. He walked to a bench and sat down, staring at the floor. Memories flooded back. Cold nights, empty pockets, silent prayers. And someone sat beside him. "You look like someone who hasn't slept," a familiar voice said. Daniel looked up. It was the man from the bus stop. Older now, a few gray hairs, same tired eyes. For a moment, Daniel thought he was imagining it. "It's you," Daniel said, voice shaking. The man smiled slowly. "I was hoping you'd recognize me." They talked. Daniel shared everything, the struggles, the small victories, the fear he felt now. The man listened quietly. Then he stood up. "Come," he said. Within minutes, arrangements were made. The deposit was paid. The treatment started. Daniel couldn't understand it. "Why?" he asked softly. The man placed a hand on Daniel's shoulder. "Because years ago," he said, "I was in a very dark place. Helping you that day saved me too." Daniel's eyes filled with tears. "I thought I was the one who needed help," Daniel whispered. The man smiled. Kindness works both ways. Outside the hospital, the night was calm. Daniel looked up at the sky and smiled. A small act of kindness. No big speeches. No cameras. No rewards. Just a simple moment, passed from one heart to another. And everything changed. Moral. Kindness doesn't make noise. It doesn't ask for credit. But it has the power to rewrite lives, quietly, beautifully, forever.